I'm Dinushi Pamunuwa and I'm the founder and designer of Batik. And I was born and brought up in the city of Kandy in Sri Lanka. Batik is a Batik clothing brand that is sustainable, eco-friendly and ethically manufactured in the island of Sri Lanka. My maternal grandmother and my mother both sew clothes, and I was used to having one-off clothing even from a very young age, and this inspired me to become a fashion designer. Even though this was the initial inspiration, I fell in love with the Batik craft during university, and that is how Batik was born. Coming into the fashion industry, I thought it was this glamorous idea, but then I got exposed to the wasteful nature, the exploitation of humans, and the negative audience with the fast fashion. And I decided that my brand should strive to have a positive impact on the world as much as possible. As a luxury Batik clothing brand that specializes in handmade clothing made with an age-old craft in Sri Lanka, we ensure we create clothing only using the traditional Batik process, which helps Batik artisans in the island continue the craft they have been practicing for generations. Batik is a wax-resistant fabric dyeing technique and a time-consuming craft that has been handed down from generation to generation. The uniqueness of the craft is where the wax breaks and the dye seeps in, creating the crackles, which we call the cracks. For me, the unpredictability of the final outcome is one of the most exciting and unique aspects of the handmade Batik craft. Batik became extremely popular at one point that brands and designers started printing the Batik effect on the fabrics, and this affected the livelihood of the Batik artisans. Even though the printed fabrics are a lot more cheaper, the Batik fabric that is created traditionally is a lot more intense. It has texture and has love and time poured into it by the craftsman. When I was creating the brand, my first few steps involved infusing lingerie with Batik, and my very first collection was a Batik lingerie collection, which had not been done by anyone else at the time. Even though Batik started with Batik lingerie, nightwear and loungewear, as the brand grew, we started evening wear and also started made-to-order garments. As a sustainable practice, we still only do on cottons, silks, and other fabrics made with natural fibers. Sustainability for me is through helping the Batik artisans continue to do what they have been doing for generations, focusing on fabrics that are good for the planet and making sure Batik produces garments with ethical manufacturing. As a practice, we also encourage customers to mend and reuse or even come to us with their Batik clothing once they have worn pieces enough time, so they can give it a new look and we can give them a new piece to love for many years to come. It is vital for me to practice slow fashion through Batik, and I strive to do so with each and every piece we make. Everything about fashion shows is something that I absolutely love very much. When the models come down the runway, I feel excited and scared at the same time. One of my favorite fashion shows since I started showcasing at Colombo Fashion Week in 2017 was the 2021 collection, where I designed a collection inspired by my maternal grandmother. Coming from a third world developing country, I was not exposed to the magazine till I was in university, and an international brand approaching my brand to be featured in the magazine was very exciting for me. I come from a simple family with hard-working, humble parents, so to see my craft-based brand featured next to internationally known brands is still somewhat hard to process.